And we are live! Finally, it took me the whole day to organize this thing, but finally it's ready, it seems. Probably the game is still not working perfectly, but slowly. Okay, now we're in and everything should be working right. Give me just a couple of seconds to set up. And perfect. Perfect. Okay. So we are ready to start. So finally, it took me a long time to set this thing, but I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite games, and up until now, I wasn't able to actually play it, not more than Fort Joy, which is actually the first part for people that don't know. And this, of course, for people that don't know, it's an amazing RPG and top-down style, I guess. Story is incredible, and that's the thing. I really wanted to play it, really wanted to manage to finish it, but sometimes work and other things take advantage of my time. And right now I think with this stream idea I can finally put as much time as I want on the game. So yeah, that's perfect. For people that don't know me, since this is my first stream, my name is Ferindors and I will be streaming on Twitch for now. Let's say regularly, but not super often. But I plan definitely to make this let's say, well, at least a weekly thing, if not more. First thing we're gonna play is this Divinity, and I plan to play at least a good amount of it, and then maybe switch to something else, because the game is fairly long. I think it's probably around at least 60 hours. But yeah, let's jump right in. I honestly cannot tell. You can see that this is the first time I'm actually streaming. I cannot tell how many people are watching, if they are watching, but I have my chat on, so I will be able to see if you write something. Okay, let's jump in. So, in this case, we're not gonna do the tactician mode because I want to enjoy the game and not be constantly killed by it without mercy and in the most horrible and quick way. So we're just gonna do the classic mode. Begin. Let's see, it should be an intro sequence. No, not. Perfect. So we already jump in the character creation. So this game gives you a good fair amount of main characters that will be in the story, and we will be able to choose some of them, and I honestly love all of them. It was really hard for me to choose which characters to put into my party, so I decided to actually roll a dice and see what the result was, because I just couldn't choose. I couldn't pick. So the result were Beast, this good guy right here, Sibyl, and the Red Prince. So since we can have a party of 4 characters, these will be the main characters that we will have throughout the main story. You will see that we will be able to interact with them, and at one point we will be able to ask them, very soon actually, to become members of our party. So another incredible thing of this game are the classes. Now this game is like, it's amazing on this aspect, and it was even here, it was really hard to choose which classes, because everything is actually pretty awesome, I have to say. So for everyone that might want, well, I already prepared, or I have an idea of the classes that I might be going to use. So especially for the first my main character, which is gonna be human. It's gonna be a normal human. For my main character, I'm gonna make a warrior. It's gonna be pretty similar to this starting set. It's gonna maybe have a couple of different things, but mainly that's it. And I followed, for anyone that is gonna watch this on YouTube, I followed Fextralife Builds, some of the builds that they produced. As well, I mean, I'm not gonna follow them very closely. I'm of course mainly taking inspiration from them, but I will in YouTube I will leave a link under the video so that people can go and check they have one main video in which they showcase most of the different builds, and I have to say they are really awesome. Also, incredibly kicking soundtrack. I love the music in this game. So, let's see. Let's make our character. So, let's go with appearance. Let's see. Oh god. That is an old face. That is a fat face. Okay, that's totally fine. Ooh, this face looks angry. Let's see. Many faces. I kind of dig this one. I mean, even if this one is very funny. This droopy nose face is very funny. Ooh. Yeah, this guy looks really angry. Yeah, let's go with this one. Now, let's go with my basic appearance, which is, if possible, yes, completely bald with an interesting beard. Yeah, I dig that. That is a beard for the ages. Perfect. Okay. Now, the voice.
Nice try.
Yes, so
Almost got me that time.
as I said, I completed the first, at least the beginning part of this game, and the only thing I remember is that the trickster voice was really good.
Greet the Reaper for me. Greet the Reaper for me. Glory is nice try.
I just love it. It's amazing. So that's the one we're going for. Name. Yes. Let's go. Ferindors. Now, the preset. So, I have here written more or less what we should be doing. Okay, so this build, which if anyone is interested, maybe I already said it, I don't know, but this is the Juggernaut build from Fextralife. Of course, again, taking inspiration is not just exactly the build. So if it fails, it's not their fault, it's my fault, because I'm terrible at video games. Now, let's see. In this case, we want more strength, not more constitution. We're probably gonna switch often between one-handed and shield and two-handed, depending on the weapons we find at the beginning of the game. Because at the beginning I will put points mostly in warfare. So again, if anyone doesn't know how this works, this game has the basic, let's say, statistics, okay, the attributes, which are your strength, your finesse, and all these things. Like the wits, for example, is for critical chance, the strength is for melee damage and strength-based weapons, finesse is for finesse-based weapons, and all this stuff. So, and memory especially is for the memory slots. So you're gonna have a lot of skills, and to have more skills, you will need memory slots. So this is gonna be for that. Now, the abilities comes in. So as you can see here, there are skills, and these skills, we can choose some of them depending on which abilities we have, right? So at the beginning we have 2, and we have either Warfare and Geomancer, or we could choose something else. Now, this character is gonna be mainly Warfare, Geomancer, and Polymorph. Now, Polymorph is an incredibly interesting thing, because in this game, unfortunately, sometimes it is very strong, but the thing it shines into is when Polymorph shines when you put it together with other abilities. Why? Because every time you put a point in Polymorph, you get 1 more point for your attributes. Which means that, for example, if you mix something like 2 different schools of magic and then you put Polymorph, you can put an enormous amount of points in intelligence, because Polymorph will give you more and more and more. But in our case, what is useful for is that we're gonna be able to use certain skills that are fairly strong. So, because Fortify is really strong, is a really strong ability, but because the beginning of the game, because the game in general is a hard game, so what I'm gonna do is that I think I don't want bartering, actually. I want persuasion. Yes, that's what I want. But for this, I think I'm going to go with Warfare and Polymorph. And that is because this way we can choose some other skills that you can see here. Now, I think that for now... Ooh. That is interesting. Let's see. I definitely want Tentacle Lash and Chicken Claw. Chicken Claw is a very funny ability because it just transforms your enemy into a stupid chicken, and it's amazing. I mean, it's not the strongest ability in the game, but it's just so funny that I just want it. I think Battering Ram might be our next ability, just because Battle Stomp is really good, but the fact that we are a quite strong character that is gonna wear heavy armor makes me think that maybe we want to be in the thick of the fight. And Battering Ram is a really strong positioning ability. We will probably get even Battle Stomp, because controlling enemies by just throwing them into the ground is an amazing thing. But I think we're gonna start with this setup. Perfect. Talents. So, now Opportunist is a very good talent, but the talent I love the most in this game is Pet Pal, because it allows you to talk with animals, and sometimes I honestly have no clue how I would go through a section of the game without having this ability. So definitely this is gonna be the pick for the talents. Then the next ones are gonna be, for example, Picture of Health. I think we're gonna take because this gives us 3% for every point in Warfare, which is, we're gonna have a lot of them. Because it's definitely the next point that we're gonna put into, and definitely and even the one that gives us the opportunity attacks, that is gonna be Opportunist, is gonna be another one that we definitely want to pick. Tags. Oh, right, yeah. So Soldier and Jester for me. That is definitely what I want. So these are your origins, because based on this, you will get... So this is the summary of your tags. What these tags mean is that during conversation, you will be able to get 1 or 2 different options depending on your tags. So you will see that sometimes a line of text will come up saying, for example, human and a sentence. And that is because we have the human tag. So next thing... Okay, this is the part of the instruments. Let's hear. Ooh, the oud is nice. Yeah, I'll go with the Bansuri. We're good. Let's go. Oh, wait. Nope. Where are the points that I still have to spend? Where are you? There we go. I have one more in personality, apparently? Oh, what? No? Then where are the points? I honestly am a little bit dumbfounded here. Oh, right. See, again, we put one in polymorph, so we get one more, so we get 13 strength. Forgot about that. Perfect. Let's start the game, shall we?
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
There we go. Quite the opening. And we are shackled.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Yeah, of course. Okay. There we go.
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
Apparently not. So as you can see now we're inside of the ship. So we're in a ship directed to Fort Joy, and that's because we are a source user. So a kind of magician, I would say. These are some of our skills. These we cannot use, this source magic, because as you can see there's a small rhomboid red thingy next to the spheric green one. That is the source, and we don't have it because we have this color around us, and that makes us unable to use source. Now this is a tutorial area, and I'm not going to play it because it really doesn't add anything to the story itself, so I'm just gonna go upstairs. I already played this one. Okay, so oh yeah, perfect. There's this thing. This is really useful because I am, pardon my language, a loot bitch, and so I want to get everything that could be useful, like this gold cup that is worth a ton of money. Thank you. Let's see. What is this? We have too long presumed source as a virtuous part of a civil society, yet we need look no further into the past than the source king reign to understand the havoc such magics may wreak. One day another order must follow in the source hunter's footsteps. Sorcerers must be muted. The new model of source collars provided by Vredeman is proving most effective, which I guess is the one we have on us. Sorry, by the way, by any kind of misspell or misread As you can probably tell by now, English is not my first language.
Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Uh-huh.
There you are.
Sure.
Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Oh.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Last thing you remember is hosting your 15th pint. Is this the ram's head low?
Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse than put a collar around your neck.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
There we go.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good.
You pull at the thing around your neck, futilely. Demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
You recall great powers building inside you, the ones you commanded before your capture. Unleash them.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result.
Damn, what a fail.
There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast Sauce. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Well, I guess we take our leave.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Wow, first room.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Peer into the room and ask what happened.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Okay. Ask if you could lend a hand in the investigation.
Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you now herself.
Okay.
She with the body.
Okay, just give me a minute, folks. I need to understand if everything is working correctly. Oop. Okay, it seems so. Perfect. And let's see, just a second. Okay. Yep, everything seems to be working quite well. Splendid. Oop. Now, it would be nice for me to be able to see my chat, though I don't think I might find anything, at least in the first one, but let's see. Just give me a second.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Perfect. Here we are. So, next, we're gonna talk to this lady. If I can click on her.
Sight, isn't it?
Quite.
Burns me up this happened under our
Look at this
protection.
poor guy.
We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source.
What? Continue.
We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
That's a trick you haven't quite mastered.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
Nod and say you'll let her know if you hear anything interesting.
Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Very good. So, let's go on. Oh, this is useful. Thank you. So there's a mechanic in this game where... Oh, damn it. Here we go. Where you can use the bedroll to rest. And it's honestly amazing because you can rest after every battle, you know, and things like this. And it's very useful. There we go. Yes, you can use a helmet as a bucklet, but I think it gives something to you. Let's see what happens. No, sorry, what did I say? You can use a bucket as a helmet. Oh my god. Okay, so as you can see, we can put it on, but yeah, no, I don't like the -1 initiative. Very good. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Let's go to her.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Hello?
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeve refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Best name ever.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
See, that's true enough. Shake her hand. Lowe's, you presume?
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about a murder that happened on board.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's back.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
Of course.
You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Very good.
She got eaten by a void woken.
Oh god. So yeah, we just met the first of the main the other main characters. Let's see. Red Prince.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Let's humor him.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
Yes, I am known for my discoloration.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
I am a wizard in the kitchen.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
I can make a bum look like a baron.
Oh, to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Say, you most certainly have personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about settles it. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Well, you are over the moon. Tell him that you accept.
Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an order.
Sorry.
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoot!
Very good.